Hey everybody, this is Craig from 9 Volt Games, and today I'm going to do just a little overview of Prototype 2 from Meow. I did not like, I'm going to say this right now, I did not like Prototype 1, and not so much that it was a bad game, it just felt really bland considering, I know people like Dan disagree with me, but that's because, well, he has the reverse. So let me explain this without stopping mid-sentence like I just did like 5 times in a row. I played Infamous, and then like a week later, after I beat Infamous, I tried to play Prototype 1. And the games are pretty closely related. They're very closely related to the point where once you play one, like, you got to take a decent break. That's Dan right there probably telling me to stop playing stuff about, stop talking about fucking, never mind. That's terrible. Anyways, so, Prototype 2 came out, and since I didn't play Prototype 1, well, I'm sorry, I played Prototype 1. Since I didn't beat Prototype 1, I was like, there's no point in playing 2. And after I seen some of the trailers, I was like, this game looks like bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? It looks like garbage. And I never played it. So I did my Christmas pickup, I think. I showed you guys. I got Prototype for $17 from Best Buy. I was like, you know what? Let me give it a try. It's been a while since I played a free roaming action game. I'll give Prototype 2 a try. And hopefully it's going to have the retrospect. And it did. So when you go in, if you didn't play Prototype 1, you can watch it on there, what happened, the events of Prototype 1 leading up to Prototype 2. So I ended up doing that, and I started playing Prototype 2. Next thing I know, I'm like 6 hours into it. I'm like, man, this game is actually pretty good. Now I'm like 12 hours into it, and the game is actually pretty amazing. I'm not going to lie. I think it's because I like the character. And I thought at first the story was just going to be, like, rubbish. It starts off like you're just like, meh. The opening sequence is pretty cool, the live-action bits where he's calling home from Iraq, talking to his wife and his daughter, and then it's, like, progressively gets worse. That part is really, I can't say it's really cool because it's fucked up. Because I've had family over in Iraq and friends. Anyways, it's not that gets messed up. It's the city. But, you know, Alex Mercer is a root cause. I'm not giving anything away right now because this is all within the first 5 minutes of the game. Alex Mercer is what's infecting the city, and he is what infects you. So if you play the first one, Alex Mercer starts off as the bad guy. Remember I said that. So, story-wise, I do think it's pretty intriguing. It was enough to get me to go mission to mission to find out the story, because every time you consume the end of a mission person, like a certain scientist or a certain soldier, you get their memories, and you get to, like, hear their dialogue on what their memory is of you or how it pertains to the story. So that part is pretty cool because it gives you some drive to, like, okay, you need to wipe out all these enemies because you need to get that guy. You need to drag him up to a rooftop, eat his brain, take his memories. So that part is pretty cool. Plus the powers are pretty sweet. There's only one power I don't have, and it's the blades. I know. I don't understand why, but I don't have the blades. I got the shield. I got the mass attack. I can show you on here. I got claws. I'm a huge fan of open world. I know. I'll show it. I'm sorry. I'm a huge fan of open world games like this. So I'm actually very critical of them because I set a certain standard to them. Because I'm not actually a huge fan. Come on. I'm not actually a huge fan of Grand Theft Auto. I know that's like the Kickstarter of all, you know, sandbox games like that. I'm not a huge fan of it because I feel like since it always sets the bar, it always needs to be better than it actually is. I know someone might actually get mad about that. But something like Just Cause 2 was so amazing to me because it wasn't just like the same shit that Grand Theft Auto is. Just Cause was different. It was all about stunting, not just going around killing tons of people. I'm killing people in various ways by dropping a truck off on them from a helicopter suspended in the air. You know, stuff like that. So this one's pretty cool because I actually think that Prototype 2 is better than Infamous 2, and I think that Infamous 1 is better than Prototype 1. And it's hard to explain. I think it's just really addicting, you know? Like, I have ridiculous height now because of, I maxed out my height. Right now I'm in the area, there's 3 different islands. The second island is the first island from the first game. That's what I'm on right now. But do quick powers here. Got my claws. To do my dash attacks, I'll go attack that helicopter. No. That's not a helicopter. I'm surprised that military man didn't come after me. If you want to impersonate a military person, you grab him by the face like this. Run up a building. Hey, I said up the building. Get out of view. Eat them. Press the left or right face buttons, and you become them. Or, if you want, you can grab this lady. Aim at that building over there. Oh, I said aim at the building, which I didn't do. Hey. Splat. Or you can do the sneak consumes. That's usually when you want to do something crafty. Now I'm a Middle Eastern lady. I'm going to grab this lady. That's so ridiculous. I'm going to become this man. Oh look, now they don't know who I am because some little old lady did it. Look, and now they don't know who did that either. Oh my god, who did that? Man, you just messed stuff up. I like this power. I think the tendril power is my favorite out of all of them. I definitely just brought that helicopter down to him. I'm going to destroy this helicopter before I stop the gameplay. But I mean, you can go around and do that. The whole purpose of that, in like regular Grand Theft Auto, just going around messing stuff up. There's actually a purpose to this. There's internal leaderboards that will pop up on the top here, like when you take a person like I did and you throw them at a building. Well, you can take a person, aim up, and just chuck them into the voids of the sky. And then when they land, it'll pop up on there and tell you, out of all your friends who've played the game, who's threw the person the furthest, who's caused the most damage on a rampage, who's cost the most money, or who's wiped out the most people with tendrils, stuff like that. So there's little things like that in the game that I like. Like, I'll do something and I'll think I'm like, oh my god, I'm just discovering this. Like, this is so badass. And you find out everyone in your friends list already did it, and there's like a running tally for it. That's one really cool thing I like about the game. But like I said, the story is actually interesting enough for you to get from point A to point B, and that's the part that I find seems to be like the gray area in these third-person, open world action games, is that sometimes the story is just not good enough for you to keep going forward, and you'll get like halfway through one of these games and you'll be like, I don't want to play anymore. That's what happened to me with the first prototype. I was just like, I don't care enough. I don't care. Why? Why is your name that? Triple X Party Boy. I don't know who that is. If that's one of you, and it probably is, because it's definitely YouTube, knock it off. Don't have names like that. Anyways, do I think Prototype is good? I honestly would say that obviously it's worth it at $17. I think that this game is at least a $40 game. I mean, at maximum, a $40 game is definitely worth it. It's worth your time. I put 12 hours into the game now. I'm still not done with it. I know I'm close. I know I'm very close. But that's why it's an official review, which is an overview. But it's definitely well worth your money already. In comparison to other games out there that end after 8 hours, this game's actually fun, and I've already played it for 12 and I'm not done with it. So it's definitely worth your money. Anything you've heard from anybody else is just complete booty. Prototype 2 is good. Thank you guys for watching.